Vince McMahon. I never thought I'd see this happen either. But Vince McMahon is retiring officially at the age of 77. He can finally let it go, although there is a lot of rumor and speculation around it being an early retirement because of his sexual misconduct investigations going on right now. And so,
what kind of misconduct is there? Because from what I'm understanding, he had an affair. He had an affair with somebody that he worked with.
Mm-hmm.
It was consensual, and he paid.
Most affairs are consensual, except for the wife or the husband on the other side.
Yeah, but it's not illegal, right?
Well, no, it's not illegal, technically speaking.
He paid this girl off like $2 million or $3 million or something over a period of time, so that she wouldn't say anything. But they both agreed that it's fine, and he didn't pay it out of company money. He paid it out of his own pocket. So, I think the investigation is like an internal one, but like it's not like he's gonna be.
Well, he's not gonna go to jail or anything like that.
No,
I mean,
it's gonna be zero. There's gonna be zero. I think he's just done. Like, I think like there's just so much.
He is 77.
Yeah, and WWE's struggling, and it has been for a while. And probably the last thing that they need is some sort of other scandal or some sort of public bullshit that's going on. And so, and let's be real here. They're 100% Vince McMahon is still going to have a say in the WWE. He's just not officially going to be the guy. But if there's something that he don't like, if there's something that he wants done, he's still going to be a shadow leader. Like a shadow CEO, in the background, because he's just the type of guy that it's just the way it's going to be, and
which is
his
so
daughter
unfortunate.
And his, father, his son-in-law. I mean, they're all in one. Nothing's going to change.
Yeah, I wish he would just give it to Hunter, because like the guy ran NXT better than Vince ran the WWE for the longest time. And Vince has been kind of like out to lunch about his bookings for so long now that, very odd. And apparently, I guess, I haven't looked any further into it than that, but there's $13 million worth of funds that weren't filed correctly. So that might also be part of the dealio.
$13 million to a billionaire is like,
Well, it's whatever. It's more, I think, probably the optics for the company. And so, like you said, it's kind of like a similar situation in the 90s when they were being investigated for how many of the wrestlers were on fucking steroids when they weren't supposed to be on steroids anymore. And there was like that big hole. And, there's still a number that are totally on steroids. Just better at hiding it now than they were 30 years ago. In relation to that, and this is where the Ric Flair comes in, I said, McMahon at 77, Ric Flair at 73, scheduled to do his final match this coming Saturday at a small venue that will be available to watch either via pay-per-view or on FIGHT.tv if you're outside the U.S. I believe it's pay-per-view or FIGHT.tv in the U.S., and then outside of the U.S. it's just FIGHT.tv. Flair is 73 and hasn't wrestled since 2011. And so I said in my notes here, I wish him all the best. As far as I'm concerned, his last match, but how much wrestling can Ric Flair do? He does a lockup.
He can do.
Right? He can do a lockup. He can do his styling and profiling and bullshit. He's going to come out in a $4,000 bajillion fucking robe. He's going to look like a wrinkly old nutsack when he comes out. He's going to take the robe off. Ric Flair's been saggy and fucked since like he was like 46. So like at 73, it ain't going to be any prettier. I'll be like, if he goes completely shirtless, I'm just going to slow clap for the shamelessness of that.
I think he will. I think he will. I think he can't. He's there to make some money. He must be broke as fuck, man. And they're just doing him a favor.
Yeah, but. Yeah, but I get it though.
Who even wants to watch it? Like, who even wants to watch that shit? It's like, dude, you're a fucking old ass man. You're out here pretending to fight people. Like, yeah.
I think it's the spectacle at this point is what it's going to be. It's not because he's going to jump off a 20-foot ladder. I can tell you that much. That ain't going to be the spectacle. The spectacle will be, does Ric Flair accidentally end up killing himself in the ring for his theoretical last match? I mean, I get it. A lot of the wrestlers have a real, especially the guys at the top of the game, and Ric Flair is like a Mount Rushmore, right? Like he's the top 4 all time. It's very difficult for them to stop wrestling. They always want to come back. They always want to get in. They chase the dragon, get the crowd pop. So I get it. I get why he's doing it, but at the same time, like, holy shit, I almost feel like the promoters should be at blame for this even being okayed in the first place.
100%.
It's kind of like the promoters that were like using Scott Hall when he was completely like blasted on alcohol and drugs, and they just like dragged him out to the crowd anyway and shit. Like
yeah,
that,
he was on strings. Just
yeah, he's basically on strings and shit like that. The promoters just get fucking weird about that shit. As far as I'm concerned, his last match should have been the one where he was up against. It was at WrestleMania, I believe. Shawn Michaels. It's the famous clip where he's mouthing. Where Shawn Michaels mouths "I'm sorry" before he gives him the super kick, and Rick is already literally just bawling his fucking eyes out before he even eats this fucking kick, and then super kicks him. The crowd's going nuts. Shawn pins him. He's just visibly bawling his eyes out. Everyone's glad, like this is the greatest end to a career you could imagine. And now here we are on Fight.tv, 73 years old.
Yeah, and now WWE is like plus 14 now, right? They got like a 14.
Yeah, they got a little bump.
So now there's going to be blood and some swearing.
Absolutely. Did you see the promo that they cut where he basically just sliced himself to shit with a razor?
Yeah.
It was funny. The first couple of hits that they like laid on him, it sounded like Rick was just having sex. He was hitting him. He was like, "Oh,
I'm getting paid." Oh, that's a 20,000.
Oh, that was a good hit.
Yeah.
You got me. Yeah, it was pretty fun. I think he might even have a pacemaker. I don't know. The man should not be in a ring. We're gonna find out on Saturday. Does Ric Flair even get down the fucking walkway without blowing a tire and just having the whole thing fall to pieces? Find out in a couple of days.